Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. Today, I, Rohan,
and Nandini
welcome you to the first episode of Midnight Memoirs, the case competition version.
Today, joining us on the other side are Kriti, Bandhan, and Orithro, who will share with us the fun side of meeting the deadlines for case competitions.
So, to begin with, why don't we have you all introduce yourself? Bandhan, let's start with you, followed by Orithra, and then Kriti.
Hey everyone, I'm Bandhan. I'm a biology trekker and I have graduated from XIMB in the year 2022.
Hi, I'm Orithro, Bandhan's batchmate and teammate in a few competitions itself. Live in Delhi, and I would say my background is a bit different. I was a hotelier before MBA. Kriti, over to you.
Yes, so I'm Kriti and I'm from Kolkata. I passed out XIMB same as Bandhan and Orithro in 2022. And I love reading books.
Lovely introduction, guys. 1 month back, I think you had your convocation and you finally got done with the MBA that you ever dreamt of. MBA for your batch was always a roller coaster ride. So what we want to know right now is how are you guys doing and how are you guys actually adapting with this normal world after the dopamine rush that an MBA life gives you. So starting with Bandhan.
Okay, so Rohan, what you said is very true. MBA क्या होता है कि in general it's a roller coaster ride. और हमारे वाला जो MBA था, it was a roller coaster ride from Disneyland. Alright, it was next level stuff. So मतलब offline, online, offline. So we were actually quite lucky to to have had 7 to 8 months or perhaps a year of campus life. We actually got to enjoy that. But a lot of other colleges even did not get that. So we were really lucky on that front. Apart from that, the hustle is always there. I mean, when you're doing an MBA, as they say, it's a 24/7 course. Already always busy. After MBA, what happens is that now this, before joining your respective companies, we have this 1 महीना 2 महीना का gap जो रहता है. Now this is where it gets difficult for you to adjust, because during your MBA you used to be so busy all the time with your friends in campus. ये event चल रहा है, वो event चल रहा है, you are always busy. Now इधर घर में आके तुम कितना ही कुछ कर लोगे. So it's a little boring right now. These 1-2 months you miss campus a lot. So even when you people will graduate, you will अभी I know कि it's very difficult for you. तुम लोग सोच रहे हो कि यार it's so difficult, so hectic, इतना कुछ. But once you get out of this campus, once you get over with this MBA, you will actually miss it. और तुम्हारे पास तब वो 1-2 महीना करने के लिए कुछ नहीं रहेगा. And then you will think यार मैं कैंपस में हुआ तो इस टाइम में ये कर रहा होता, मैं इतना एक साथ हम लोग क्रिकेट खेल रहे होते, फुटबॉल खेल रहे होते, एक साथ गाने सुन रहे होते. So there is something you are going to miss. Let me tell you that.
Orithra, Kriti, all free to add.
So totally, I agree with Bandhan. So when we were back in campus, so then we had a lot of events going on. We didn't have a single minute free. But currently, I would say I'm missing that hustle. I'm missing each and every, getting busy each and every minute. But then at the same time, I'm enjoying this time because prior to getting into corporate again, so this is the only time in life we will be so free, I feel. So it's a mix of both the things.
Yeah, a mixture of feelings, I guess. If you think about it, college, lucky, as Bandhan said, at least we got something and we try to make the best out of it, regardless of the circumstances. But I would say that, college is just not about, in fact, MBA is just not about going to college and getting it over with your curriculum and being that, oh, I'm done with MBA. It's the competitions, it's the events, it's that life on campus that is basically surmounts and makes you who you are. In fact, I also personally believe that 90% of what we even study, I don't think we will remember it going down the line. So it's the experiences that matter. And as Kriti mentioned, this time is again mixed. You are sort of free because what comes next is hustling for the rest of your life. Like in that movie, they said, उड़ना चाहता हूँ, भागना चाहता हूँ, बस इसके बाद तो भागना ही है corporate life में. So relaxing holiday, it can get boring sometimes. How long can you stay stuck at home? But you need to move on, keep doing something, and I guess that's life, right?
Just to sum up, one thing is for sure that we really miss our college because those days were really different and we are not going to get those days back.
I have to say, as a junior, even we were lucky to spend that time with you together on campus, and we wish we could get more time with you. So, hearing you guys talk right now, I see three very different personalities before me. So, please tell us, how did you guys actually form a team?
So that was actually, see, I and Bandhan, we knew each other from the very beginning because we met in the XIME interviews. So we both are from Kolkata, so we met there. So he was one of the very first friends of mine in XIME. So when we decided that we would be going ahead with this quiz competition and we would participate in quiz competitions together, then we were in search for a third person. And that is the time when Bandhan introduced me to Oritru and I met Oritru, and then all the three of us we decided to go ahead as a team.
And on a side note, if I can just add to all the listeners out there, one of the toughest things in MBA is forming a good team. Yeah. It is one of the toughest things, and I'm lucky that I found these people and we had a really great run. So well balanced team and good discussion, great outcome. That's what you want end of the day.
Actually, it's a Mandan here. Actually, it's a miscommunication. I mean, it's a misconception. That if few people, there are people of different personalities, they cannot get along well. They cannot, form a good team. It's actually the opposite. It is all about respecting differences. Because if you cannot appreciate and respect differences, तो तुम्हारे पास ना वो अलग-अलग perspectives भी नहीं आएंगे. And different perspectives are actually very crucial, in order to crack a case competition. So I think it actually had worked in our favor that we three of us, we are very different personalities, but at the same time we are very good friends. So वो balance बहुत अच्छा हुआ था. Like we used to bring different ideas to the table. We used to fight a lot, but since at the end of the day we were very good friends, we also used to sort it out and we used to go with the best idea forward. Alright, so this is I think very important. Having different ideas, different personalities, and different takes on various things. So it had actually worked in our favor. और मतलब हम लोग बहुत झगड़ा हो गए थे, ठीक है, बहुत we used to fight a lot कि ये नहीं हो रहा है, वो नहीं हो रहा है, तुम ये गलत बोल रहे हो, ये सही नहीं है, लेकिन end of the day we used to respect each other's opinions and we were very good friends. So I was very lucky, to get these people as my friends and my teammates.
Rohan, I have to add here, I have a slight edge over you because, like Oritra and Kriti, even I am from Kolkata, so I would get along with them better than you would.
Nandini Bandhan is also.
I am also from Kolkata.
Oh, great.
Oritra is not from Kolkata. He is from Delhi.
Oh, then.
He might sound like a Calcuttan, but he is not from Kolkata.
Well, then I still have that edge.
गलत चल रहा है.
It is what it is, Rohan.
अरे नहीं भाई, we Calcuttans welcome everyone. चिंता मत कर. और इतने को भी हम लोग अपना लिया ना.
हाँ, we have a
Very
team,
welcoming.
Yeah.
Great. Perfect. So now what I've understood with time is that case competition creates this unknowingly special bond and understanding between your teammates. So the first case competition you guys must have taken part in would have been great fun. So you guys must have a beautiful journey. So tell us how different it was from the last case competition that you took part in.
Oritru. Yeah, Bandhan,
Oritru.
let Oritru go ahead. Yeah, Oritru has won the most number of competitions, I guess.
Oh well, first one I guess you guys also must have had it. Like the very first one, we have the set the scene, right?
Oh, yes.
It is our first taste, and trust me, my set the scene was an unmitigated disaster. I mean, after my set the scene, I thought कि नहीं हो पाएगा मेरे. Case competition तो मेरी बस की नहीं है. And in fact, those who are listening would be stunned to know that my set the scene was so bad, I was so hopeless that I didn't even participate in the first case competition, that is HUL line, which the entire college had participated. So, my start, I would say, was a bit rocky, but eventually I got the hang of it. So, overall, a really good experience. Yeah. And one thing which you realize in this thing, there will be a lot of disappointment. Right? You will make some really good solutions. You will think, you will brainstorm the entire night, you will fight, you will, do so much. End of the day, a good idea gets rejected. No, it's very disheartening. But the challenge is that you need to keep doing it. And once you keep doing it, you understand that, oh, this is the trick. This is where the code is and I need to crack this. And you need to choose your battles also. Like, you can't win every competition. Like, I never tried even touch the sales and marketing. I always prefer the sales and marketing. I never touched the finance or you would say operations case study because I absolutely sucked at it. So, it's a gradual learning process. And as I said, the first one was set the scene for me. And along the 2 years, I participated in numerous ones. And my last one was the VIP gear. And I would say it was the most sorted one because by the time I reached VIP gear, I knew that this is what they were looking for. I got one of my friends with me who I had a very good, rapport with, and it was absolutely smooth, so different from when I started. So, if I have to look back at my MBA journey and the first case competition from an absolute disaster and hopeless and trying to give up, like I can't do it, to the last one where I said, oh, let's do it. This looks easy. It was a roller coaster. Bandhan, Kriti, your experiences.
VIP during, अच्छा कृति बोले तुम.
नहीं, I was just saying that for the people who don't know what set the scenes is, I just want to make clear that it is the internal quiz competition of XIM Bhubaneswar. So I think that was the first case competition for all of us because that is something we organize for everyone, and so every XIMBN has set the scenes as their first case competition on campus. So for me also it was set the scenes, and I think after set the scenes, I also didn't perform that good in set the scenes, but with every case competition, it was a gradual learning, and be it an internal case competition or say it's a inter college competition or corporate competitions, you learn with each and every competition, and obviously a good team is necessary because at the beginning maybe you don't have a very good set of a team, or say because you need to have a very good combination of team partners. Someone can be very good with designs, the other can be good with research. So unless and until there is a perfect combination, you are never going to win the competition. So beginning was very bad, but yeah, at the end we emerged as the national winners. So that was all because we participated in a lot of case competition, and each competition taught us a different learning.
So basically, what they already said, Kriti and Orito basically said. पहली बात तो मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगा कि during VIP, Orito had ditched me. He did not, take me as his teammate. So I'm still upset with that. But चलो ठीक है. So when you enter the B school, right? When you enter any B school of XIMB stature, कोई भी B school तुम जाओ, so there's this huge hype that is created with these corporate competitions. So बहुत मतलब you must have also experienced the same. बहुत hype रहता है कि case competitions जीतना है, corporate competitions जीतना है. It's a huge thing, right? So when we as a batch we had just joined XIMB 2020, it was the same for us, all right? And that is when ये set the scene वाला ये जो competition, internal competition, that is when it had taken place. And I personally heard a lot about the all my different seniors जो जाके इसमें national winner रहे हैं, उसमें national winner रहे हैं. And when I actually started with my competition journey, set the scene, it was a disaster. भी मैं क्या बोलूँ, मतलब it was, I cannot even tell you how difficult it was for me. I couldn't understand anything. क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, I had no idea. So I basically thought कि मेरे से तो नहीं हो पाएगा, ये नहीं possible. It's impossible for me to do this. But what happens is that this is something like you learn over time. It's never possible for you to be perfect the first time. So as Orito said, you have to crack the code. So basically, I'll tell you what the code is. The code is you have to keep participating in everything. This is the code that you have to crack. You have to keep on participating, even if you suck at it, you have to keep participating. And then slowly you will learn कि क्या मुझे डालना है, क्या मुझे नहीं डालना है. That will help me get through. So that is what I guess we eventually, when all of us figured it out. And in our last case competitions, mine was a global case competition, so we were the global winners of that. Kriti ka tha G Thinkalout tha shayad last competition. She along with Orito and I, we were the national winners. Orito ka tha VIP last case competition. वहाँ पर भी Orito was the national winner. So you see the learning curve, right? Set the scene was a disaster for all of us. Then slowly जाके we did excel in whatever we did. So that is the cheat code. I mean, you just need to keep on participating no matter how bad you are at it in the initial stages.
बंधन काफी सही बोल रहा है बिकॉज इतना ज्यादा प्रेशर रहता है एट द बिगिनिंग जब सीनियर्स शेयर देयर ओन एक्सपीरियंसेस तो लगता है कि हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू डू इट इट्स ऑलवेज अ प्रेशर फॉर एवरी बैच आई थिंक तुम लोग के साथ भी वही होगा कि कैसे करना है क्या करना है वो लीगेसी कैरी करना है सो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट बट इवेंचुअली आई थिंक पीपल स्टार्ट हैविंग फन व्हाइल डूइंग केस कॉम्पिटिशन्स जब तक वो फन नहीं हो रहा है जब तक वो मजा नहीं आ रहा है करने में तब तक नहीं होगा सो when initially when I participated in my first corporate case competition and I started with the primary research and the secondary research, I had to talk to a lot of people. So उस time पे I actually had fun because I had to talk to so many people, know their opinions and then discuss it with all the team members. So that was a point which made a difference to me because I started having fun and that is why I continued doing it else maybe a lot of people leave it in between that they can't do it or they don't continue with it so I think having fun while you're doing a case competition is the most important thing.
I so
I
relate
agree.
with you. Dan.
Yes, same.
I
For
so
us
agree,
also,
yeah.
it started with Set the Scene, and well, it was a very new experience for us just entering college. And so for me, I'll tell you what happened in Set the Scene was I was not going to even submit my case competition submission till the very last minute. And then he was like, let's just have fun and submit. And we actually ended up qualifying. So what you say right now that having fun is extremely important is something I can completely relate with.
And more importantly, as Audit said, of course आप लोग की जितना एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है बट a lot of times you would feel कि हमने जो आइडिया सोचा है is the best idea इससे बेटर कुछ सोच ही नहीं सकता and you don't even qualify the first round. And there's some weird idea.
Yeah, happens with everyone.
अरे रोहिन आई टेल यू ये हुआ था मेरे साथ इट वाज आई गेस आई डोंट रिमेम्बर द एग्जैक्टली व्हिच कंपटीशन बट ना मतलब वेरी सिमिलर आइडिया था that had actually fetched me a national runner-up position in one competition ठीक है and there's another competition it was on very the theme was very similar so my solution was also very similar उधर मुझे मतलब मेरा फर्स्ट राउंड भी क्लियर नहीं हुआ so ये सब होता रहता है like these things will be there and you will have to move on मतलब ये दिल पे लेने से नहीं चलता है
अरे हाँ की बात सुनने के बाद इवन आई रिमेम्बर्ड मेरे साथ भी सेम चीज हुआ था व्हेन there was a skills competition I don't remember it was Tata Steels or I don't remember exactly which was it but हमने जो आइडिया दिया था we thought we were best at it और इतना अच्छा आइडिया था कि हमें लगा था कि we will definitely qualify मतलब for next round क्या finals but ultimately it's about the execution also how you are executing your ideas idea is not the only main important thing so वही वहाँ पे वो प्रॉब्लम हुआ कि we couldn't execute it properly or maybe there were some other issues but we could not get to the next round. तो ये होता रहता है it's a very normal thing.
So ऐसा भी हुआ होगा कि you must have thought कि ये आइडिया तो बहुत ही बेकार है this is not worth submitting also and then all of a sudden ये आइडिया बहुत अच्छा निकला and you guys actually ended up qualifying also.
Auditro, should we talk about that competition was the sustainability challenge?
Please talk about it, please.
Please do.
तो उधर क्या हुआ था so we had this ball corporation का एक competition था sustainability challenge का so it was basically about packaging sustainable packaging and stuff तो उधर basically क्या हुआ था we had no hope of qualifying because I'll tell you why because it was open to not just B schools it was also open to engineering colleges alright and it was pretty much a technical sort of competition ठीक है तो technical competition था and it was also open to corporates ठीक है तो कॉर्पोरेट्स भी है बी स्कूल्स भी है इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस भी है उसके साथ साथ आई मीन इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में ऑल द आईआईटीज एंड द एनआईटीज एंड द ऑल द प्रीमियर कॉलेजेस ऑफ इंडिया ठीक है सबके सब एलिजिबल है एंड द केस वाज आल्सो प्रीटी मच थोड़ा बहुत अगर कोई इंजीनियर होगा तो टेक्निकलिटीज अगर उसको मालूम होगा तो इट वुड बेनिफिट सो वी बेसिकली हैड नो होप and the idea that we had come up with even we ourselves did not think that it had much of us hope one team member तो से चलो यार छोड़ी तो ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे से तो ये सब नहीं होगा तुम लोग करो मतलब we were like we not at all motivated last day बैठ के हम लोग it was an all nighter as you say we pulled off an all nighter था वो तो सारा रात बैठ के हम लोग पीपीटी बनाए इधर उधर कुछ किए और फाइनेंशियल्स वगैरह we सब we made the financials and somehow we had no hope we ended up qualifying for the final. 2 round का था वो, तो we ended up qualifying for the finals. So we had actually no hope of qualifying. One team member said कि ये तो बेकार है, तुम क्या कर रहे हो, एकदम बेकार आइडिया, इससे क्या होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा. मतलब ऐसा सीन था उसके पहले, सबमिशन के पहले. वहां से भी somehow qualify. Finals पे we had a very good presentation, everyone was very happy and we emerged as the national runners up. That is, I guess, मतलब मेरे लिए it was the first podium finish. मेरे लिए it was the first podium finish. So that is where it actually had kicked off for me. मतलब ये सब podium finishes का. तो सबमिट, इसलिए मैं यही बोलता हूँ कि सबमिट कर दो, भले ही तुमको खराब लगे. You never know what it turns out to be. You never know that. Submit कर लो.